Goodness. Joining us now for more, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Kentucky Congressman James Comer. Mr. Chairman, great to have you on tonight. We appreciate you being here. Several of your colleagues on the left, you just heard it, the violent rhetoric used to describe the National Guard. You can censure in the House. You can remove members from committees like your committee. What are you going to do, if anything, here?
Well, look, I mean, this is a pattern of behavior by the left, by Democrat members in Congress. They continue to do it. For whatever reason, our successful censure resolutions have always not made much difference. I think the difference is with the voters. I vote to censure people. I would vote to censure every Democrat that's said rhetoric that I think would possibly lead to what we saw today with our National Guard. So you're preaching to the choir with me. I think that the book needs to be thrown at them. But at the end of the day, I think it's the people that send them to Washington need to look in the mirror and say, is this the best person representing my congressional district or my state? Because they're not doing what the biggest role of government is to keep the people safe. The role of the federal government should be to protect the people. And Washington, D.C. is a dangerous city. And one reason there aren't enough police officers in Washington, D.C. is because the Metro Council has defunded the police and they have a retainment and retention problem. A recruitment and retention problem in Washington, D.C. The morale was low with Washington, D.C. police officers, so they left and went to other cities. So we had to have a National Guard presence there, and crime has decreased in Washington, D.C. But what we have to work to prevent is what happened during the Biden years, where they didn't control the border, where they didn't vet all these people from Afghanistan that came over here. And we've got all these terrorists and criminals that have come into our country illegally.
Right.
And they're a problem.
Right.
And that's why we've got a good president now who's called on the National Guard to go in these Democrat-run cities where crime is rampant and protect us. And again, we didn't have enough police officers in Washington, D.C. because the Metro Council they passed laws that would prevent the police officers from protecting themselves, from accurately apprehending
Mr. Chairman,
criminals. So
we're going to continue to say this because
it's a sad day in America.
It's a tragic day in America at the worst time of year. Again, we're going to continue to say this. Here are the facts that we have. We're going to say this because this is not going to be in paragraph 1 of the New York Times tomorrow morning. A Muslim Afghani national, 29 years old. I'm not going to say his name because I don't care about his name. Most likely an illegal alien. We know he came here in 2021 when Joe Biden was president during that Afghanistan withdrawal. How many of these people are there in this country right now? Thousands, maybe millions? We don't have an answer to that. We never will. So we're just sitting ducks in this country right now. I want to pivot and just ask you about the Epstein files for a moment. The DOJ has 30 days to turn over documents to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General is then required to give you a list of government officials that could be linked to the Epstein files. That means next week. So your committee has reached out to multiple people who have cooperated, except two, Bill and Hillary Clinton. What are they so afraid of? Why are they refusing to testify?
I have no idea. And the Democrats on the Oversight Committee, they aren't doing anything to help get the Clintons in. They voted when that motion was made to subpoena all these people that were mentioned with Epstein, Republicans and Democrats. The Democrats quickly voted for it and then acted like the subpoena only applied to Republicans. Look, this is a bipartisan investigation. It's supposed to be. This is a bipartisan issue. The American people want answers, and the victims want accountability. And all the Democrats are focused on is Donald Trump. And Bill Clinton has never answered a single question about Epstein other than saying he never had anything to do with Epstein, when we all know that wasn't true, that Maxwell was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. I'm not accusing Bill Clinton of any wrongdoing, but I find it odd that Democrat attorneys general have answered questions. Donald Trump answers questions every day for the media about Epstein. Bill Clinton has never said anything.
Those pictures we were just showing were of Jeffrey Epstein at the White House visiting Bill Clinton. That's the White House. That's the green room. Jeff visited the White House when Clinton was president 17 times. What do you think they were talking about? Stocks? Maybe. I doubt it. A quick one. I've got 10 seconds. Look, they locked up Peter Navarro for refusing a congressional subpoena. Why not do the same thing to Bill and Hillary? Why not do the exact same thing?
I've talked to leadership. I want to do the same thing. We will hold them in contempt of Congress. We will throw the book at them, and the Department of Justice can handle that accordingly. We've given Bill Clinton every opportunity, and his attorneys every opportunity to answer questions from the House Oversight Committee, and they continue to delay and punt. And the delay tactics are over. I've been very public about this, and this is something that I think the House leadership will have my back on. We expect Bill and Hillary Clinton to answer basic questions like everyone else, from Bill Barr to Merrick Garland to Donald Trump to Alex Acosta have done, but not the Clintons. We'll hear from the Clintons, or they're going to face the same fate that Navarro faced.
And the clock is ticking. Who knows if Republicans will be in power in the House after the midterms? It's very possible, but if it doesn't happen, you got about 11 months to go, sir. So we'll be watching. Thank you. James Comer.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.